Hey, I'm Sandra, and I'm the owner of Westgate Flower Garden. Hey, I'm Sandra, and I'm the owner of Westgate Flower Garden. We've had our business for 25 years, and it's totally the joy of my life. And I love having this team with me. It just makes it all work. And we're working for Noventum today, and I'm just happy to be here. It's pretty obvious that I love flowers, and I also love people. And I love to make people happy and to bring a sense of peace and joy and just bring everything that flowers have the ability to bring. So when we opened our flower garden originally, I just wanted people to know what the joy of one flower could do and how it could touch our hearts. In my heart, I think that there is so much hardship outside, and the fact that we can be in our corner to bring our idea of peace to each and every person that comes through our door is what has really, really made our shop something special to me and our family all these years.
How'd you really get started? What's the story behind your business?
It goes back quite far. I actually did a little bit of training in Ireland at the Florist. So I just loved flowers at that time. We had been in a car accident, and just there was a lot going on, but flowers always touched my heart. I thought I wanted to be a nurse, but then I realized after all of the stuff that goes on when you have a car accident, I wanted to bring people flowers. So I really kept that strong in my heart, and I did a little bit of training in Ireland and worked in the Florist in Ireland, and I knew then that I wanted our shop wherever I was going to be one day.
And how did you know when it was time to start your shop?
It's a very interesting thing. I don't know that I really did know the time. We had 2 children, so I knew when they were just little babies was not the right time. But as they grew 3 and 4 years old, the urge to have my own shop was something that started really tugging my heart. And so I put a lot of thought into whether my family would be able to bear me and to help me along my way with little children. And it has just been a blessing, just been a true blessing.
What are some of the challenges that you've faced along the way?
Yeah, that's a good question to ask, to be really honest. There's been lots of trials, lots of learning. But that is one of the beauties of the floral industry, I believe, is that we are always learning. Originally, actually the morning that we were about to receive the key to our shop, I really thought for about a second, what happens if nobody buys our flowers? So that was the thing I thought about, but I only thought about it once, that was all. It never came back into my head, only gratitude, because we never went through that feeling, that actual thing of nobody buying our flowers. I always want to make everything pretty and meaningful to everybody. And so we did, like some of the trials would have been, of course, COVID, and thinking, oh my gosh, we can't do weddings, we can't do funerals. But then we were blessed in a different way. The phone just never stopped ringing, and I was always at the other end of the phone. And we just kept on delivering flowers to people, and we ignored the fact that, we couldn't do weddings. We just kept on working hard at making people know that we could still deliver flowers. I think a business is only a good business when you go through those trials and you walk through to the other side of them. Since we started, we have to buy our flowers and plants different than we did when we opened up shop first. I used to buy maybe 200 poinsettias. Wasn't long till we realized that Canadian Tire and Roan and all these other wonderful places were also selling poinsettias. Then I realized there was something that I hadn't quite tapped into, and that was learning more about design. That was something very dear to my heart, was floral education, and I was very excited to start growing in that area. And I did a lot of online courses when COVID happened, and I learned so many new things. And so it brought a lot of excitement into our business. I never let anything, I always think there's hope, and I always believe that there's a rainbow at the other end. So now I think of all those trials, and I'm just glad we walked through them. We made mistakes, but we learned from those mistakes. And today, 25 years later, I wouldn't want it any other way. Today it's like I'm still learning. We still learn new things, and we put those into action in our flower shop. And our customers really love that. So they really walked with us. They walked our journey. And one of the things that I recommend, to be really honest, is when before we started, of course I had done various different courses, but I think you have to have the heart for beauty. But one of the things that I did was a business course. So when I opened my shop, I followed that very carefully. For example, I never wanted money to be something that took me over, that I had to always be burdened by paying bills. I didn't want that. The business course that I did was fantastic. Vision. And I remember the instructor saying there was somebody in the room that she felt was going to actually lead a successful business. And I kind of cried when she said, me? She was really special, like really, because I wasn't so good with numbers and all of that. And that was a little bit of a concern to me. But I'm just so grateful I did that. And I'm so grateful I have a husband that walks the journey with me. You can reach us at www.westgateflowergarden.com or by phone 604-460-7230 or email sjfleur@hotmail.com, and that's FLEUR@hotmail.com. Just feel free to come anytime you want. We do 12 months of flowers. We give gifts of that. We have lots of surprises for you once you get to know us. So we'll